Even if you've never shopped on Wish.com, I am sure you've seen those advertisements everywhere. They're on TV, they're on websites all across the internet, and they're offering you products that seem like really great deals. And they're offering those products for a lot cheaper than other retailers offer them. But according to a new class action, there is a reason why they're able to offer these products for so little money, and it's because some of them might actually be counterfeit goods. Joining me now to talk about what's happening is Scott Hardy with Top Class Actions. Scott, lay this one out for us. This seems pretty straightforward if what the plaintiff is saying in this case is true.
Yeah, you're right. This is something that I was surprised about because just like you, I've seen the Wish.com ads on Facebook and all over the internet, and I thought, man, this seems like really good deals. How do they do it? Oh, well, this class action tells you exactly how. The class action is filed by Rainbow Looms. Rainbow Loom is a product where you could use rubber bands and make bracelets and other things by kids. It's won a number of different Toy of the Year awards, been very successful, sold more than 3 million units, $15 million. It's been a great success for the manufacturer. But they had a problem. You had knockoffs that were made in China being sold. And this class action says Wish.com is selling Chinese knockoffs of patented and copyrighted products in the US and not doing any checking whatsoever. They're encouraging this fraud of these counterfeits being sold and hurting their profits, obviously. And so they're going after Wish saying, you need to do more research. You can't just sit here and sell counterfeit products without getting in trouble for it. If it was a fake Gucci purse, you better believe that Gucci is going after them for selling those products. So in this case, you have a really unique, a really great American innovation that was knocked off by a Chinese company and is being sold in the US by Wish.com.
You know, I think people need to understand that too. I mean, there's a reason why you can't walk into your local Walmart and see them selling knockoff, designer handbags. It's because it's illegal. That's why you have to go to a big city and you see the guy in the alley selling them out of a garbage bag because it's illegal. And that's why you can't have a massive website that, is hugely popular. Wish.com is very popular, selling these alleged knockoff goods. And I know, and I almost hate to take Donald Trump's side on this, but we've heard him talk a lot about the Chinese intellectual property theft. And I've dug into this issue. It is a real thing. It is something that happens. And to me, it seems like that is what does apply with this lawsuit here. Our patent laws in the United States don't necessarily extend beyond our borders. So if a company overseas gets a hold of it or gets a product, reverse engineers it, they unfortunately can sell it. It's dishonest, it's greedy, it's gross, but they can do it because we can't necessarily extend our laws beyond our borders here. But they can't sell it in the United States. That's the kicker.
Right, exactly. But they go to Wish.com, they sign up as a seller. Wish gets there, I think it's 15% for many sales that are being made. So Wish is profiting from selling counterfeit goods. They need to pay that penalty, and they need to pay back all of these inventors that are making really unique products and getting knocked off. A problem that people have is that they make a cool product, they go on Kickstarter, and they get a big round of funding. They make, they raise a few $100,000 so they can kick off their product and start making it and selling it. Well, from the time that becomes a popular product on Kickstarter, there are people in China watching all of the popular products and then immediately knocking them off and trying to come to market faster and selling them through outlets like Facebook or like Wish.com and hurting the actual inventors of these products. And of course, it's very likely that that Chinese knockoff won't be as of good quality as the original product as well. So there are a lot of negatives. You really do want to see, if you see something that looks very similar on Wish.com to a name brand product that you've seen, here in America, absolutely do some digging and see if it is just a knockoff. Because if the price is too good to be true, it probably is.
That is exactly what I was about to say, but unfortunately, yes, that's typically what you see with Wish.com. I mean, I see it all the time on Facebook. You know, those little ads that will scroll left and right, and you see all these products on Wish.com. You know, oh, it's a shirt, nice looking shirt, but it's $5. Well, I don't know that I trust a $5 shirt so much. And so, yes, some things like this needs to be handled in court to get them to stop doing this. But at the same time, unfortunately, once again, it always falls on the consumers. You know, we've got to be a little bit more vigilant. We got to do a little bit more digging, more research to find out and make sure that we're not propping up a group that's going to be selling these counterfeit and knockoff goods. But this is one, you know, if what the plaintiff is saying is true, I think Wish.com is going to get hit pretty hard on this one.
I think so too. The Wish.com class action lawsuit is, I believe, is going to be a boon for American innovators, and it's going to be a bust for Wish, who is going to have to pay out some big money. Now, the problem will be damages, and will every American company or European company that's been knocked off by the Chinese and sold through Wish.com, are they going to be able to get paid, and how much? We'll see. But this one is going to be a big fight, but hopefully it'll pay off for our companies that are just getting knocked off by cheap competition.
Absolutely. For more information about this issue, please follow the link in the description of this video. Head on over to Top Class Actions, and while you're there, make sure you sign up for their weekly newsletter. Scott Hardy with Top Class Actions. Always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Great talking to you too, Farron. Thank you, sir.